Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back after our short hiatus last week. We are back here in Japan. Cars getting the green light, and we are underway here in Suzuka. Back for round 8, I believe, or 7 of season 6. I am joined by your favorite Aussie, John McDonald. Welcome.
Oh God, am I the favourite now? Well, my favourite's Jade and Evolution. I hope he's going to make a turnout here tonight. I don't think he is, but that means I'll have less alcohol, which
All
I guess is
right.
a good thing for my alcoholism. But alcoholism doesn't exist in Australia. Never mind, because I'm going to crack one right now. Good way to get it started.
Yes, good morning to everybody as we hear that noise. I will be back shortly. John's going to take it over. We're going to give you a nice shot of the S's.
This is going to be brilliant. Cameraman's just gone walkabout, as we'd say in Australia. So we're just going to have a shot of the S's, and I'm going to see the lap times, much like yourselves. Got the timing page just in front of me as well, so maybe that'll help me out. Anyway, Sven Gilhood's going to lead him out. I think Joe Singer behind him, or Dudunazu. Wonder if his a mass of fans are here to witness the greatness that is him. Jaden Evolution has loaded into the server. Oh my god, it's my favourite driver. Go on, mate. Get out there. Get P1. Come on.
Actually, I
Go on.
will be here for this because the place I needed to go is occupied.
Occupied. Oh god. Cameraman's rejoined. Guess who else has rejoined, Mr. Cameraman? Jaden Evolution.
Oh, did he now?
Unbelievable. Oh, yes.
He's here.
Not biased, but he is the best driver, I think, on the grid by far.
Oh,
So is that a Mercedes? Is that Joe Singer? Dudunazu.
that was Dudunadu. Just sent it into a wall.
Doing a, what do they call it? A capella. I'm cool, I'm hip.
Italian slang. We know all about it. Yeah. So,
All over it like a fat kid on a cupcake. Here we go. Joe Singer seems to have gathered it up a little bit. I think that's Singer. If my eyes do not deceive me, that's his teammate. Oh, this camera's pretty blurry for me anyway. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked and lay off the alcohol. He doesn't look like he's flying. I'm going to be honest.
I would have to agree with you there.
We'll check the split times though. What's his teammate's name?
Danny Hernandez.
Oh, Hernandez. Well, actually, he's only 2/10 off Sven Gilhood to Sector 1, so that's not too bad for the likes of someone like Sven Gilhood to be 2/10 off him. However, Sven did only just recently put his laps in as he goes green to the second sector. Coming through 130R goes Sven. Danny Hernandez will be the car to cross the line after him. See what time Sven can put in.
A little bit squirmy in the chicane there, but yeah, let's see.
That is not ideal.
Time to beat for Sven is a
134 dead. So that is the mile marker that Sven Gilhood has set. See who can chase it and who can beat it. Oh, 7/10 down. Or 7/10 down goes Sven.
Wow.
Surprisingly, you don't say that too often.
Huh.
Danny Hernandez with a 33-2. Made it all up in the middle and last sector there over Sven. So that cost him a lot of time in the chicane, quite clearly.
Oh, but there goes Phil Lanke taking him by 3/100ths. But yeah, Sven.
Well, that's a close gap.
Possibly
Chester Chompers as well, just bopping Gilhood down by another slim margin.
Yeah, and here's
Jaden Evolution set an absolute heater. Oh, as the Aston goes off and into the wall. Almost like Leclerc there. I don't think there's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But certainly a lot of damage to his ego, I'd imagine, as we've caught that on stream. That's always not a good feeling. Jaden Evolution on a heater, only 57 seconds off the pole time. He's just microns away. Microns away. Absolutely brilliant. No idea what his sector time's going to be through here. Look to the timing screen.
So we got within
Phil Lanke just with a death again.
Yeah, wow.
The 100th, I should say. So that's 3 cars within 4/100ths of a second. And Matt's come out here and just gone, see you later, boys. I'm going to chuck another 4/10 on that and be the first one to dip into the 32s.
Yeah, Matthew's in the 32s now, but Zen Metternich, I'm probably butchering that, but he is the reserve here today for McLaren with his teammate Igor. Also yet to set a time. But, yeah.
For a reserve driver, he's not doing too bad, is he?
I know. Zen's got the pace.
At least initially.
Showing it here. We'll see what Sven can come back with, though. We know that's the guy we gotta watch. But let's see. As drivers cross the line, this is Iggy's first hot lap. Can Iggy
No
keep
one
his
seems
cool
to
today?
be improving at the moment, at least people that are already on a lap. See what he can do.
Righty. Let's see.
Righty through the S's.
Jaden across the line. 2.6 seconds off.
You know, but look at the time he's put to Joe Singer. Look, that's just amazing. The time that he's bopped to Joe Singer. Just utter dominance. It really is.
That's true. He's
Lewis Hamilton, eat your heart out. Cop that, mate.
proving he is faster than the Mercedes in the Haas. So well done.
Exactly.
The Red Bull is off on track.
Just dawdling in the grass there, playing with the clovers and the flowers. And I imagine he's having a wonderful time bumbling about.
Right, so do now. His supporters yet to show up in the chat, but I'm waiting for their arrival.
He's about a second down to the first sector, so it's not looking too good for him, but I guess he does just want to set a banker in at the moment.
Yeah,
Chris O'Connor has gotten a move on, 4/10 up on Iggy's time at least.
Oh yes, Chris is here. So this session only, 5 drivers will be eliminated, so pretty accurate for 2-session setup. Chris a bit squirmy in the chicane. How's his exit? Little wheel spin there. It's gonna hurt him. Let's see though. Across the line for Chris with 1.8 off the pole.
Purple sector there for Sven Gilhud to sector 1. He's 5/10 up to sector 1 actually on Matt, and then in the second sector though he's gone and lost only a tenth, so he's still up by 6/10 as Sven comes across the line. It's awful through the chicane again. Can't get the chicane right, and he's just back. He's bailed out of the lap. He knows it's not good enough, not up to his standards.
Wow.
And he said, "No, I'm gonna have another go at that."
Sven leaves.
He's left.
Sven just dips. He's going for a last the first challenge, I think, here.
He's really gone and done the Sebastian Vettel. That's it, I'm going home.
So Sven is out here in Q1. Wow.
That is
I would not have predicted that. Sean Fitzgerald does improve his time. Up in the 5th.
Well
Indeed.
He was up by a lot there and just bended in the chicane. He doesn't seem to have lost connection. He's genuinely slowed down, pulled off, and left.
Wow, I'm gonna have to a little
get him on the blower and see what he has to say. But that is.
Let's see though. Yeah, I was not expecting that one. But anyway, Matthew now on pole ahead of Phil Lanke. So this could be good for these guys. Having Sven start from the back. I mean, we've seen Sven last season do a last the first challenge here. He actually pulled it off. Let's see his teammate Chris O'Connor going past Matthew.
1.8 off. That's a bit poor from Chris. I expect to see a bit more. See if he's going to improve this time round. Doesn't look like it. Down in both sectors by a fair way. So a bit odd from Chris. Bit out of sorts at the moment. A bit strange for him to be this far down.
This is his hot lap here. Who's getting a slipstream? That would be Zen. Looking to get a slipstream? No, he's backing out. I guess he's not doing a lap. Ali Bijani.
Backing out. 59 seconds. Oh.
He is on a hot lap now. John just making him really feel quick today. Oh,
big snap of oversteer. Maybe he's on a heater now, boys. He's heard me and he's been a bit offended by that. He's absolutely having a red hot go now. A bit of smoke in the distance. That's not going to faze him as he understeers a little bit here and doesn't use all the exit curb there. I'm really judging him. Really shouldn't be. I'm going to cop this in Super Formula, aren't I, next week? Anyway, as he comes up to the first of the two Degners, nice and quick through there, use up all the exit curb that time he does.
No.
And a bit too much on the exit of Degner too.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not hurt him too much. Just trying to get a lap in that isn't 59 seconds off the pace. However, he's got a Ferrari behind him and he does let him by.
Yeah, I think
good on him.
That exit just hurt him too much. He's going to abort. I don't know about Iggy. If he is on a hot lap, can we get a confirmation?
Iggy is currently on a hot lap. Yes, 33.4 to the first sector, so not too bad.
All right.
About half a second down off the current pole time. What's he going to do to sector 2 as he approaches said line?
As I messaged Sven in the Discord asking if he's scared, he returns to the track.
Is down. He does return. left and came back. Someone calmed him down and went, "Come on, mate. You can battle this chicane. It's okay."
Well, let's see now. Iggy through the chicane. How does he fare it? Not too shabby. A little late
That's
on
how
the
you
power.
do it, Sven.
Iggy here teaching Sven how it's done across the line, and he goes only up for P9. Still good enough, though, to get into the next session as it stands. But we have...
Jaden just been bopped, actually, by 7/10 of a second. He's got to find to improve.
Who is
Jaden
this?
is currently on an outlap.
Oh, that is... Why is the safety car showing up with a name? Mar. Who is... I'm not sure who that is, but we have a safety car. All right.
Got a safety car. Bloody brilliant.
Oliver Founds and... Who else? Yeah, Oliver Founds only car not set a time. I think somebody just left. Was that James? Other Red Bull. Not sure. I'm also going to make sure I have the yellow flags working.
Not a massive amount of improvements from everyone on the grid here.
Yeah,
Bit of
drivers
slow
aren't...
progress. But everyone seems to be split by no more than 2/10 really from each other, at least intervals between everybody until you get down to Iggy and Ali Bigiani. But yeah, so it's a fairly tight field.
Yeah, it's close, especially at the top. Only 6/100 separating P1 and 2. Where is Phil Lanky? We haven't given him a look. Oh, well, that is why. He's in the pits. Sven now comes back.
Wow. Okay, Sven shut me up real quick, hadn't he? And he's parked it there. He's probably looking up into the commentary box at me, giving me a bit of the death stare and a bit of the evil eye. Okay.
Oh boy, there it is.
All right, Sven.
So Sven is
The worst
here.
bit about that was he was down in Sector 1 and Sector 3 on that lap, but he set a purple Sector 2 and managed to dominate the field by half a second.
Wow.
Classic Sven.
Also, Ali Bijani actually sends Iggy out of contention. Good lap from him. I mean, still 2 seconds off Sven, but good enough to get him into the next session. But Iggy's going to need to pull something off here in the last 3 minutes.
Oh, so's Jaden, mate. Never count Jaden out.
Let's see. Yes, Jaden, where is he at? Looks
Through
like
the S's. Come on, mate. I'm not going to repeat that horrible David Croft line as he... Oh, look at that. All the curb there. Bloody beautiful. From the Haas as well. Look, all the curb on exit there too. Look at him. He's absolutely flying. What's the first sector time going to be? I'm not going to mention it because it doesn't look too good. And he's in the gravel and the kitty litter. Oh, and he's disappointed me once again.
Oh,
but I
boy.
can still improve. Come on, mate. Nah.
He's trying. John giving it everything to support his fellow Aussie, but no.
If he does have the fuel, I think he will be able to get one more run in, but it's going to take a big improvement for him to get into the 10.
I think he's got another lap in him. He'll have to recharge the battery though, but we will come back to Jaden. Currently out of the next session as well as Iggy. I think Iggy's on a hot lap now. Get on board with him. Might be his last one.
He could be. Iggy needs to improve and he needs to find 3/10 he does. Iggy to the first sector is up on his personal best with a 33.1, actually fairly competitive as well, only 0.6 off of Sven, which just sounds like a lot, but when you're 2 seconds off the pace, then yeah, it doesn't seem too bad.
Matthew Galte leading the session, but he will be comfortably into the next session.
I don't think Ali Bigiani's out there either, so Ali is going to be the driver at risk here.
Ooh. Yeah, he's leaving
depending
pits
if
now,
Jaden
but
can get a move on as well.
he's not going to have enough time.
He's not going to get a lap in.
No,
He's going to have to set the world alight to get around there.
Oh no,
I don't know what
Jaden.
he's thinking.
Jaden gets
Is that an engine?
Oh no,
Oh.
Jaden. A bit too early on the power there. It costs him, and that's going to be Jaden out in the next session, but it all comes down to the race. A lot of cars in pits.
Yeah, no one seems to be too keen to get out there and have a go or do, kind of a last-ditch effort. Everyone seems to be pretty content with where they are.
Iggy does not improve. Unless that was an outlap. I think that was, because he's going. He's still going. Yep, this is going to be his final. Oh, really riding the grass.
Iggy was on a lap, but he got a really bad last sector there that he didn't improve on. He could have kept going, but he might have not had the fuel of the battery, I guess, and he's just... yeah, kind of thrown that away.
Yeah, his teammate, though, still going, a bit wide. That's probably going to be invalidated. Let's see. Yeah, he's slowing down.
Yeah,
Zen.
he's backed out.
But Zen is, I think, comfortably into the next session. Let's take a look at the start-finish. Who is the last driver to cross? What is your timer showing left in the session?
Danny Hernandez is going. Matt's also going through the last bit of the S's, and Oliver Founders as well.
Yeah, but time. What is the
And
time
Oliver,
left on your screen?
oh, -10 now.
Okay, so that is it. Anybody on a lap, they're gonna have to finish, and we will be finished here. So let's see.
Oliver Founds,
Founds, yes.
and he hasn't actually set a lap time yet. He's
Yeah.
gone 33 dead to the first sector, so something moderately competitive that's going to edge him into the 10 if he can continue, but he just has to keep the lap together.
Yeah, it's only Oliver now that can help him get out of this session. He's gonna need to put up a good lap here. And this will be it for Q1. Opting for the softs, maybe he can't find any pace on the mediums. But if he does make it to the top 10, he will have to start on those softs.
Looks clean through Spoon. 38.9 to the second sector, a second down on Sven's purple.
Wow. Just in sector 2. Wow.
And he's on par with the 10.
Let's see. Clean through the beginning, on the exit now. How does he get through? Late on the power, doesn't want any wheel spin across the line. Can he get out of the into the top 10? He really can.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
That's a great lap from him, especially to do that first time around.
All right, so we're going to need a confirmation from race control who was out, but we will let you know when we get to the next session, so don't go anywhere. Rightio, we are back here in Suzuka. About 20 seconds away from green flag here in the final qualifying sessions. Drivers lining up and Sven doing something.
He's already celebrating.
He's already celebrating.
He's celebrating his P1 in Q2. I don't think anyone's told him. His lollipop man's even looking pretty unimpressed there, sitting in the center. He's like, mate, come on.
2, 1, 0, pit lane open.
Oh, is somebody getting an overtake in the pits?
Oh!
Is that Joe Singers? That is not Joe Singers. That is his teammate, Danny Hernandez.
His teammate, Danny Hernandez, very aggressive there on the Red Bull.
Yeah. But gets the job done, gets the overtake completed out of the pits.
Unbelievable. What a move.
And Danny is on the hard compound tires.
That is an interesting choice.
I'm going to let him know.
Mate, you're on the hards. What are you doing, fella?
It's interesting. Not sure why.
It's a strange choice, but you know, you do you.
Is it me lagging or something is going horribly wrong? Everybody's pinging around on my screen. Oh, well, that is Danny realizing he is on the wrong tires, saying, "Pit crew, what have you done to me?"
They've sent him out. There he goes. He has now. There you go. He's now put the softs on and gone, hang on. These are the shoes I was meant to wear. Because he pretty much walked out there with effectively Crocs, expecting to beat Usain Bolt. And that's not going to happen. No chance in hell.
Nothing wrong with Crocs.
Usain Bolt is obviously Sven Gilhood. Well, maybe if you put him in sport mode. But yeah, good luck is all I'm going to tell you.
All right, Sven now getting ready to start his lap. Who is first, actually? Looks like Matthew Gaultier is the first to cross the line. Let's get on board with him for the first lap.
3 minutes 6. What a heater. Oh, Sven banging in a 258.5. Look out, world.
Look out, Sven is back after a short spa session.
A strange splits here we got between the boys. Bit odd. Matt's actually set a moderately competitive final sector there with a 23.9, so interesting to see how that goes. Matt goes fastest through sector 1 with a 32.8, setting the benchmark. Sven goes 32.1 just to assert dominance. That's putting 6 or 7 tenths up on Matt's time already just to the first sector. Oliver Founds is right on top of Matt in terms of lap time as well at the first sector mark. See what any other drivers have to say about this. Chris O'Connor should be coming through the S's. Phil Lanky also got Chester Chomper as they set all their first sectors, all around 32.8s and 32.7s. Phil Lanky 32.2 just off of Sven, so could have a moment like Silverstone where they were just jostling for that pole position. Sven obviously won that time out. Sven Gilhood 37.7 to the second sector, purple both sectors, and massively up on Matt's time by over a second and a half now, just to the first sectors alone, as Matt's going to go across the line to set the first banker time. 133 dead, which is actually fairly competitive. So, see what Sven's going to put up here. Could be, wow, it's a 31. 31.6. Unbelievable. But Matt actually went faster to the second sector by a tenth.
Well, Matt is also on the medium compound. Not sure what the plan is there, as they get out of the way very nearly to Oliver Founds in the Red Bull. Wow. Good on them to make some space, but yeah, not sure why
Chester
Matt is
Chompers found his way up there with a purple third sector as well, going 2 tenths faster than Sven in that next sector, but still not even within a second of Sven's time.
Wow,
Sven just
even Phil.
Really flexing on these guys.
Even Phil only 1.4 away from pole. Chris O'Connor also crossed the line, same pace almost as Phil Lanky. Wow,
Phil lost a lot of time in the second sector. He was on par with him through the first and third, but just second sector, he binned all that time effectively. That 1.5 second gap nearly to Sven and his way all in the second sector. So couldn't get it hooked up, I guess, through the Dagners and the hairpin.
Yeah, let's see now. Joe Singers, Udunatu across the line for his first lap. His teammate going P3.
His hot lap.
Looks like he's on a hot lap now, I suppose, because that one did not count.
Yes. On his first hot lap right now. Oliver Founds, P7. Chris O'Connor, P6. Finding their way in, all behind. And it's fairly close from Danny
Yeah.
Hernandez down to Oliver Founds. I guess you could throw Chester in there as well. But again, Sven just in Formula Zero that far ahead. It's just unbelievable. The aliens are going to hire him for their alien league race that I'm sure they are running somewhere in the distant universe. Just next level, that guy. Come on, hurry up, Ferrari. Get Sainz out of the car, put this bloke in.
Yeah, Sven's always shown some good pace and continuing to do so. But let's see who can at least get within a second of Sven.
We've got the McLarens both coming out now to... don't think either of them has set a lap. Neither Iggy or his reserve driver.
Iggy is not in this session.
Zen. Iggy's not in. He got knocked out, didn't he?
He did. The orange you see is yours truly here in the streamer car.
That's a great... That's worked out great, isn't it?
I will say hello, world. I'm not in a McLaren. Definitely. Definitely not a McLaren. All right, back on board with the McLaren.
BMW fan. You bias?
It is what it is.
Look, I'm not biased. I just know that Jaden's the best driver out here.
Joe Singers gets into the top 10, as Sean Fitzgerald is the first driver to break the 1 second barrier to Sven.
Hate to burst your bubble there, Adrian, but he got into the top 10 last session.
Oh, that's true. We are all top 10. I see 14 drivers. I see 14 cars. It's throwing me off. Forget how many...
I see 2 McLarens just throwing me off. We're not on point tonight, are we?
We are not. I'll try to fix that beforehand. But before the race starts. Let's see now. Zen, first race
It's going to
here.
be moderately competitive. Should be going for the top 5. Gets P4 there, just
bad.
off of P3. Chester Chompers there. And Sean Fitzgerald has actually sneezed? Slipped his way into P2. Not sneezed. Wow.
That was a mistake.
I'm using some interesting language. I might be fired after this. Oh boy.
I think we're
Phil
gonna...
Lanky, though, a bit disappointing down in P7. Sure, Chris O'Connor wants to improve as well. And Phil Founders, just... Oliver Founders, god damn it!
We love having you here. Adds to the spice of the commentary.
But
yes,
it's 2 a.m. You can't expect more. I need another drink.
Chester Chomper has improved. He has gotten himself onto the front row. As Chris,
So
only good enough for P6.
Fitzgerald. Chris only finding tenths, not bucketing time out of here, just finding little bits here and there, but still close between P5 and P10.
Yeah.
As they jostle for that kind of back end of the top 10 here. And the front 10, yeah, well, it's just Sven all over, isn't it?
Let's see what Phil can do. Oh, Phil backing off her. I think that's Danny Hernandez, already in P5. Can he improve?
Favorite car there, the BMW. Danny Hernandez, well, look at the timing screens. Up in the first sector, down in the second, but not too far down in the second, I might add. So we could bop Fitzgerald here, or Zen, sorry. Don't think he is. Nah, but he does improve, but not enough. Just 2 tenths he does scrape through. Builds a gap to Chris O'Connor and his teammate in the Ferraris.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Who is this now? Matthew overtakes Sean for P3, second row. Only by a few...
Well, so Matt, the Ferrari, kind of throwing it up there, really, and saying to his teammate, come on, let's get a move on, as Chris O'Connor goes out to start another lap, as we are getting to the halfway point now in the session. We're on board with Phil Lanky, Adrian's favourite driver.
I don't know why you're saying that. I just zoomed in on our safety car, but yes, I guess we are sponsored by BMW, apparently. That's the safety car we're using.
It does look like a clean lap so far from Phil Lanky, and he is green to the first sector with a 32.2, only 1/10 off of Sven Gilhood's pole time. So fairly competitive. It was the second sector that he bombed first time round. However, this time he goes green with a 38.6, or 38.3, sorry. So he's about 6 or 7 tenths down on Sven's time, which is putting it just on second, third, and fourth. So can he throw himself up into the mix or top Well, I'm not going to say them all because Sven's there, but can he top the best of the rest, I guess?
I mean, he
comes
is
now
looking
through
good.
130, flat out. Oh, great corner that. Into the chicane, late braking, use all the entry. Little bit awkward through here, dawdling with the ground effect cars. Come through the final corner, keep it nice and tight, but he's ignored me entirely. No, he has at the last second and kept it tight. Wow,
Flyer
that's an
from
amazing
Phil.
last sector.
Well done.
That's an amazing last sector. That's actually where Sven's time, was actually lacking, and quite a fair bit actually to the rest of the field. I think the bottom 3 or 4 guys behind him all went quicker than him in the last sector. So I think Sven is still having some troubles with that last chicane. Sorry to bring that up, Sven. But yeah, Phil Lanky gaining a lot of time on him in the last sector and gapping Chester, Matt, and Sean Fitzgerald in that last sector by a fair amount as well, finding nearly half a second.
Yeah, and Chris is just, I think Ferrari is trying a different strategy because Matthew originally was on the mediums. Now he's on the softs, but Chris is also on the mediums. Oh,
so
and
Chris going out in the mediums.
decides to send it into the runoff.
That's an awkward incident, isn't it? That's the wrong pit entry, mate. I don't know what you've gone in there for.
Oh boy. Sean Fitzgerald, I think, is on a hot lap as well. Can he reclaim the front row that he once had for a split second?
I don't think Sean Fitzgerald can. He's on an outlap, actually. Everyone on an outlap beginning their final runs and prep laps as we enter the final 3 minutes of this session.
Looks like Zen is on a hot lap.
Yes, he is on his hot lap, 32.7 of the first sector, so he's about half a tenth down off of the pole time, obviously.
Looking good from him.
It seems to be where Sven gains it all. Danny Hernandez, just behind Zen, has actually bopped him by half a tenth of the first sector, so these two are going to be very close, I think, on these laps as they round through sector 2. Look at that McLaren speeding through there. Up the hill now into Spoon Curve.
This is going to be
the entry, turn it in. Looks fairly clean. No understeer there.
Yeah, decent
understeer and
spoon.
exit maybe? None.
Looking
Very clean
good.
for the McLaren.
Let's see what he can do.
Second sector, Zen has done a 38.2 and Danny Hernandez has lost 2 tenths, so he's about a tenth and a half down is Danny on Zen's time currently.
Wow, very late breaking into the chicane.
I think a bit too late there. A lot of curb, that's going to unsettle the car, make it not very happy on exit, which it doesn't at all.
I
Can
don't
he still
know.
improve?
Oh, he does, but not enough.
Does, but not enough. Danny Hernandez last sector
Also
does
improves.
improve, but again not enough. Just off.
Just making it tough for Chris at this point. Let's see Chris now starting his hot lap. He's going to need to pull something out. Only P8 right now. What he wants.
Yeah, kitchen sink, Chris. Come on, mate. You know what to do.
2 seconds.
Through turn 1 and 2, looking fairly clean. All the exit curb, no oversteer. Oh, wow, enough commentators cursed him. That's a lot of oversteer. Oh, boy. He might get another lap in, though, if he gets on with it, sorry. Maybe I won't commentate his next lap, because that clearly hasn't gone well. But we found that 6 drivers, I should say, have found themselves to be within a second of Sven.
What happened to Chris?
Sven not having that second. He spun out. Were you not watching?
I was preoccupied with something, but I see.
He came out of turn 2 and just looped it.
Phil Lanky just takes pole.
Oh my god! That's gonna set Sven out. Where's Sven? Sven is already out through the S's, and Sven now knows he's got to put a tenth and a half now on Phil Lanky. A lot of the time for him is going to be in the second sector. Phil Lanky actually managed to bop Sven's second sector time,
Sven's gonna need to
which
make
was amazing and ahead of everyone else by a country mile, and he's managed to bop him just by ever so slightly with a 37.741. So Sven's lap is going to be the lap to watch. If we could stay on board with him at least for when he starts his lap. Anyone else on a lap?
Is Sven on a lap right here?
But Sven is not on a lap right now. He is on a setup lap.
Alright, we will come back to him then. But yeah, Phil, wow, well done from him. He's even continuing to go. He doesn't feel comfortable with Sven on track, so he's going to continue, try to set an even faster one. But wow, crazy stuff here today.
That's a really good lap there from Phil Lanky. Again, showing how he can just ever so slightly grab onto the back of Sven and actually get in front of it. But let's hope his race goes a lot better this week than what it did in Silverstone.
These are all out laps, so all this train of cars here, just people trying to hunt for some
It's looking a bit
slipstream.
like Italy now, isn't it?
Let's see.
Sven Gilhood's actually at the head of this pack.
Yeah, so
By a
he's not
fair
going to
bit,
get
but
any
it's all of the
slipstream.
founders at the head of the really tight packs. They all back each other up now, going through the chicane. Just too much dirty air, I think, to get that
Yeah.
slipstream off the car in front. I think you really got to leave a big gap. But all they go 1, 2, 3, 4,
All right, let's
5
watch
cars
Sven now.
back
Let's
there.
watch Sven now. He's on board. What can he
Sven
pull out?
turning in seems very clean. See what the first sector time is going to tell us. Phil Lanky is not going to get another lap in.
Phil, abort your lap.
He hasn't made it across the line in time.
Phil did not make it across in time. Oh no. So
that's
he's going to have to hope and pray that
a
Sven
lot of
messes
track
up.
there. Keeps it very clean through Deck 2. First sector time for Sven Gilhood. He's down. And it's ever so slightly.
Who's down, Sven?
Sven is down on
But
his
we know
Phil
Sven.
Lanky's time, but
We
it's
know
ever so
Sven can
slightly.
pull it back.
And he's missing a lot of time in that second sector, or in the third sector, mind you. See what he does through sector 2 here. Looks fairly clean, but I don't know, maybe the Degners were a bit loose. Zen actually sets the best last sector time and gets up to 4th. I don't think he improves all too much. Sven goes purple to the second sector by over a 1/10 of a second. This is going to be tight, ladies and gentlemen. If he can keep it clean through here, he struggled all week through here. Brakes.
Oh,
How's the curb?
Very
No curb
nicely
there.
done.
No curb here. Very clean. Keep the ground effect car on the
Oh,
black
very
stuff.
nice.
Is it going to be enough?
Oh,
Yes, it is. By
is.
2/10 of a second. All in the
Wow.
last sector, and that's where he's found it. I'm sure he's not going to be happy with his first sector, but he's going to be really happy with the second and third sector, finally hooking up that chicane.
Joe Singer's across the line, does not improve. Danny Hernandez's teammate, does he improve out of P7? He does. He
Qualifying
overtakes Chester
over.
Chomper.
Qualifying
Chester
over.
loses a position. Then
Chester was doing really well initially in this session, but yeah, he has fallen down. It looks to be closer between Sean Fitzgerald, Danny Hernandez, and Chester Chomper.
So I think that is qualifying over. Yes, that is it. All cars
That's
are
all
done.
of them. That's it.
We will move on to the race session. So stick around. ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a little
car race.
pre-race action. Safety car 1 against safety car 2. Down the main straight.
Mylander, eat your heart out.
Nick, who is in the safety cars right now?
Axel Osterberg and Ali G.
Axel.
Yes.
Why are there 2 safety cars?
Oh, Axel Osterberg, I
There's
think
2
he's
safety
the one
cars
that's
as
gone wide.
Ali's ping has been a bit high, so Axel's has to back up.
Ah. Nicholas Shepard loves AFR. He loved to see it. We love Box 5 Motorsports.
No idea.
Oh, who is that ahead? We need to get the names up. That is... Oh, I can't tell. But that has an English
Safety
flag.
car.
That has an English
That's
flag.
clearly Ali.
Because if I...
gotta be
Oh,
Ali.
Ali goes
Oh,
off!
he's been off! He's gone off! He's lost it! Ali.
Oh.
Axel Osterberg takes the lead. Steamrolls off.
Mm.
See you later, mate.
In the safety car battle. Happy birthday, Nicodem.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks.
Happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday to our FIA steward, there, Nicodem. Please wish him a happy birthday if you're in our Discord channel and at him as many times as possible. Can't wait till he comes in here screaming about that. Anyway,
All right, Axel now in the back of Ali again. So see how this round 2 tussle shakes out. Little action as the F1 cars are practicing on full fuel.
you'd hope on full fuel. A lot of drivers seem to go out there with a bit of an ego about them on the low fuel, which is pretty useless after you've done qualifying.
Oh, as an F1 car gets involved in this little scrap. Oh, as Axel just sends it back. Ali's like, alright, I will do the same. You take the lead this time around. Alright, ding ding, round 3. What's gonna happen here? They are stopped on track, letting the Haas of Jaden Evolution go by. And they're off! Oh, they're not off.
Off to a amazing start with pit limiters on, I imagine, by the looks of things.
Oh, as Nick joins the battle.
Oh, and I think they're there to... Are they going to top gear?
Oh. What was...
I know I'm Australian, so I'm used to being the one that goes and does that. But
Joe
even
Singer.
for me, that was a bit odd. Oh, what's Joe Singer going to do? There's 3 BMWs in front of him. This is just Phil Lanky's team throwing out the absolute curveballs here.
Oh no. Joe Singers is trying to practice and just can't get
There's
it
only
in.
one way to beat the almighty Sven, and that is to send 3 BMW safety cars out there to balk him. Currently trying to balk a Mercedes. This poor guy getting absolutely harassed and bullied. Trying to find his way around. I think he will as he goes to the inside. BMW doesn't give him too hard of a time. Certainly intimidated him. That BMW's had a hard time getting out and taking it too.
Oh, there's an overtaking to the hairpin. Who's going to get inside? I think that's Axel.
Oh,
Let's see. No, that was Ali who gets the move done around the outside. Minute 30 left until race start. Good thing we have some racing beforehand to keep us occupied. I really hope that these guys practice pit entry. I'm gonna tell Nick real quick. Nick, can you make sure? Can you tell people broadcast that they do pit
You
entry
can do the
practice?
broadcast now.
Drivers, please practice pit entry. Please practice pit entry, especially you, Zen.
Safety car racing. Oh, I messed up.
Okay, I'm going to.
Channel switched.
As we heard there, we got a little bit of inside action from this Z4 battle. Those were the drivers themselves, and Nick has fallen back severely. Just decides to yeet it. And yeah, Nick has fallen back in this little battle. All up to Slug? Yes, Axel now. Falling close behind into turn 1. Doesn't seem to have the speed, but Ali goes wide. Axel going in down the inside. Is he going to make a move? He's not going to be
I
able
think he's
to.
going to be there, but can he get a good run now through the S's as they switch left, then back up to the right? this whole section is just about giving up the corner for the next part of the corner, and there's no real line through there. Even the great Michael Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel, who were both absolute gods around this place, couldn't even tell you how they do it. They just kind of send it, to put it
Practice
in
session
their
is up.
words,
Skipping
or
to
in
race
Danny
session now,
Rick
we will
terms.
begin gridding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
So
tough
now send
one.
it through the Degners. Oh, he's wide.
Oh.
Wide. Could be a run here. Oh!
We're going-
Heartbreak.
I'm not going to
And
click
there's 4
start.
safety cars on pole. That's brilliant.
Oh,
Oh my god!
what is this? Nick, can we get a restart?
The Mercedes is
Hold on,
trying to
hold on, hold on,
IndyCar
hold on.
this start.
Channel switch.
Nick, can you restart the
brilliant.
session, or can I
It's
restart
fine.
it?
It's fine. It's
No,
fine. Because
no.
Just don't hit the wheel.
Look at my
Don't hit the
screen.
wheel, alright?
Look, this guy's off. He's in the middle of
Oh.
the track. Restart it.
And there's 4
He got
safety
pinged
cars
around at the beginning.
in the center of the track.
Okay, it's looking good now. Yeah, I'm not gonna click the steering wheel. So
Excellent. pole
nobody click the steering wheel.
I'm
Or
gonna
if
click-
you can do
I'm
that.
gonna click the steering wheel. You said that, right?
I'm gonna click the steering.
All right, drivers wanting to click the steering wheel. I'm going to get back to
You were
my.
moved.
Thank you. All right, I have been moved. We are back. We are streaming. We are live. Richard's here. All is good. Joe Singers is no longer low riding hydraulics on the start finish straight. That
Richard
is-
is here? Richard Wanders?
Richard Wonders is in the chat.
Why aren't you racing, mate? Disappointed.
All right, I think we got a good vantage point here for turn 1 and turn 2 to see the clean racing we're gonna get, right, boys? Right.
Can't wait for turn 1.
I can't. Rightio. About a minute left here. Hopefully, no more Z4 racing. But Richard is hungover.
Mate, I'm going to be hungover tomorrow morning, mate. I got me fucking beer here. Got a brilliant race going on. This is absolutely brilliant.
Well, Rich, hope you're feeling okay. From
I
your
reckon the BMW should just fan out and just park it up. Like that Alfa Romeo episode on Top
User
Gear.
joined your
Adrian, you're
channel.
clicking the button to broadcast everyone.
what?
You're broadcasting to everyone.
I've not
sometimes.
seen the Alfa Romeo episode. They go to a track day.
I'm clicking the button to
Trying to make this
broadcast
short,
everybody.
You were for a split second.
Oh, when I click the down arrow, I will. Yes,
User left your channel.
I will mute myself.
Microphone activated.
All right, the light sequence has started.
Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6 lights this time. I keep forgetting that. Bit of a long wait here. Green light, lights out, and away we go. Sven Gilhood. I think it's a fairly even start with Phil Lanke. No, Sven Gilhood with a massive lead on Phil Lanke as they go into turn 1. McLaren with a good start as well. Throw round the outside. Fairly single file through
Oh,
there.
there's off, two off.
Someone has been spun.
It's
To be
only
honest, it was
two
better
off,
than I
though.
thought would happen. Oh, there's a Mercedes off again.
Oh, who is that in the corner? That would be
I think that
Jaden.
was- Oh,
That's
all
Jaden.
right. Have another
oh.
drink for Jaden then already.
Oh,
Lap
no.
1.
Oh, poor Jaden.
Clearly not Jaden's fault, even though I did see the accident, but Jaden's just not at fault there.
Oh, that was also Matthew who got collected in the first incident down in the P12.
Ah, Matthew had a very good qualifying session. A bit of a disappointment for him to end up down in P12. See if he can march forward now and get on with it.
Ouch.
Oliver Founds down the inside. Beautiful move. Textbook lap 1. See you later, son.
Oh, but there's almost
And, the
contact.
McLaren nearly tags him in the rear end. That could have been
Oh.
real scary. Chester Jumper just gets out of it. Very smart thinking from him. And a bit aggressive from the Red Bull.
Into Spoon. Is he going to
Oh,
go for it? He goes
Gonna have a
wide.
really big go, and he's going wide. What about his teammate behind now? Gonna have a getting easy.
Oh, Matthew also looking for moving to Spoon. Oh, but Matthew goes.
130R.
Oh, he nearly
Matthew,
lost
I
it there.
think, touches and gets out of it, and that's awful
Oh.
for Matthew as he is so far down the order now.
Chris now is looking for a move on Danny Hernandez. Can't make it happen through 130 yards. The chicane. Nice braking. Danny goes a bit wide. Chris, how's his exit going to be? No DRS this lap. But fairly clean racing after that. Zen now.
Yeah,
new driver.
surprisingly.
Yeah. Zen is
No
made up
offense to a lot of
position.
these drivers.
This is obviously incorrect. But what is this now? Chester Chomper 3 wide into turn 1.
Oh! And he's got
And there's contact. There's 2 off. I
the-
think that might be a VSC. Oh, that's collecting
Oh, that's
multiple
4
drivers.
cars. That's 4 cars.
Oh, no VSC
A
has
lot
been
of them
deployed.
straighten themselves out, though. It seems to be just the Red Bull that has been, or at least the big
Just realised that
negative
awareness
effect
virtual
there.
safety car is not deploying to another virtual safety car, only
So-
four scouts.
Oh my gosh. So there's no VSC enabled for this race, unfortunately. As 3 cars or 4 got collected there. Matthew going wide, or that's Chris O'Connor now up into 6th, so he has been advantaged by this carnage. And so is Matthew into the points. Now a 3-way battle now. Iggy staying in position but getting overtaken by Oliver Founds got collected in that, and now down.
Yeah, all in that.
P12.
Yeah, Oliver Founds was the one that got spun round by the Mercedes there. So the Mercedes with the big gainer, Joe Singer's getting up to P8 after that, but I expect there'll be a penalty to come for either him or the Red Bull. Here comes the Ferrari, going to go down the inside. No, he's not. He's going to think better of it and think a bit later.
Yep.
Matthew trying to just think methodically through this race as he gets a little bit of oversteer through there, trying to gain on him now up to 130R and maybe make a move down into the chicane as he's gaining just a car length back now.
Oh, is he
gonna
going to go for it?
Down the inside of 130R.
Oh.
Yes, he is. Oh, but he's gone wide.
That oversteer.
Oh, no, that's a massive accident.
Oh no, the
Ali
understeer.
Bigiani. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. And I think there's going to be a massive penalty for the Ferrari there.
Oh no.
That's not good for him or Ali Bigiani. Ali Bigiani, that is. Oh,
I think he's
that's
going to have
heartbreaking
suspension damage from
to
this.
see.
No, he looks okay.
He's going to come into the pits. He's coming into the pits.
He's going to have to after that one. Wow. But it looks like his suspension's fine, which means as long as he fixes the bodywork, he should be able to continue. And you never know, more carnage could. Oh, he gets a speeding penalty. We will review that. We'll
that's
review
awful.
it for him, but unfortunate stuff.
That is awful.
Oh.
That's just to get bopped for speeding as well. Oh, Ferrari nearly gets it all wrong there. Of Chris O'Connor trying to chase down that Mercedes of Danny Hernandez as these guys push on with the carnage going on behind them. Seems to be fairly clean though for everyone in the top 6 and above, and they've managed to build up a 2-second gap over the rest of the field as a result. And then there's Sven, who's gone off 3.5 seconds into the distance in less than 3 laps. Oh my lord.
There is a tight battle though for podium spots here. Three-way tussle.
Yeah, and if Danny Hernandez and Chris O'Connor can work together a bit there, can see them getting into the fight as well if they can maintain pace and depending on how much they use their tyres.
Yep. Is he going to go for moving
Chris
to the
O'Connor
chicane?
there.
No.
No, he's going to
Backing
think
out.
better of it. Trying to get a good exit here, though, as the Mercedes looks like he's taking a compromised line. Maybe he's going to get him into turn 1 if he can get a good, clean run out of there. Use up all the track in the slipstream. It's going to take a big... Got to be DRS, though.
Going to go
Going
inside.
to go down the inside. No big defensive move there as they get really close. Oh, there is contact! And it's the Mercedes that's gone off.
That's Danny. Where's he going to rejoin? In the midst of another Ferrari. Drops
Danny
behind.
is going to rejoin. And he drops behind another Ferrari, which is going to be a sore sight for his eyes, I believe.
That was his teammate, Joe Singers. I thought he dropped, but no, Danny does keep the position ahead of
Gone in front. All right. He's going to be really watchful of the Ferrari behind him, though. If he makes a move in the next few laps, especially going down into turn 1, might be a bit scared.
Yeah. Wow.
But Chris O'Connor has found his way up into 5th, controversially, as it stands at the moment. Didn't get the clearest view of that incident, so we're not going to know the specifics of that until after the race. Phil Lanky, 4.7.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, the McLaren's off!
Safe
Zen,
car,
the reserve
safe
driver.
car.
Has he gotten into someone?
That looked like contact.
Sorry. That looked like contact, but I don't think anyone was
But it was
that
such a
near
big
him. And
shunt.
Chris
Oh,
O'Connor's
no.
found his
He
way up
leaves.
into 3rd place, and he's left.
If he rejoins the track, that is a...
For information, the safety car punches are locked, so
That's
I'll
awful.
just slow down your pace.
Oh, no.
And that's going to promote Chris O'Connor now into P3. I think it was Fitzgerald that he's gotten involved with because Fitzgerald was ahead of Chris O'Connor. So I think it's Fitzgerald and Matt or Zen, sorry, that have gotten into each other. Couldn't get the best angle of that, unfortunately. But
Yeah, I'm not sure what
going to
happened.
continue
there.
on anyway. Chris O'Connor's found himself in the 3rd place after starting, I think, back in 8th. And he's gotten ahead of Phil Lanky as Phil Lanky pits and Sven Gilhood as he's got a safety car out.
Yeah, they're all
So Chris
pitting now.
O'Connor stayed out. Strangely enough,
Chris,
he's
I'm
been
gonna
the
ask you
one
to slow
to
down
kind
on
of
the safety
venture
car
out.
Hold
Slow
on,
down
Nick
on
is
the
saying.
car by.
Nick is saying. Oh, I missed what Nick was saying.
He has been the one to venture out onto hard compound tyres before and try and go to the end of these races with an early
Everybody's
pit stop.
speeding.
But he's gone. So many people are getting bopped. Jaden now gets bopped as well, and I think Chris has gone ahead of the safety car, but he's let the safety car back through.
Yeah, so wow, what a
That
grid
was
order we
a bit
have now.
Awkward. So Chester has stayed out, and so has Iggy. Those three have stayed out and are on the tyres that they started on. And we do not have, and I think, and Sven and Phil Lanky and Fitzgerald have taken their pit stop.
Yep.
I believe they've all would have gone to the hard compound tyres, because I don't see you getting to the end on mediums. Hards for Phil Lanky, hards for Sven Gilhood. Hards for Fitzgerald, no changes, I guess, are going to come through the order. All choosing the hard tyres to go to the end. So maybe Chris O'Connor.
Oh,
is he on the mediums at the moment?
So after his contact and run into the wall, he's taken a pit and now a second pit here in just 5 laps.
Let's put on the hard compound tyres, may as well, if you're at the back of the pack.
Hold on, I need to talk to Nick real fast. He joined us fast. Oh. So Florian joined the session with 5 seconds left. Didn't qualify, but was able to start because he joined within the time limit. So Florian is here.
So Florian is here, and well, he's a fairly quick driver, isn't he, Adrian?
Yeah.
So he could find himself up through the field, especially if we continue to see this chaos unfold up ahead of him. But P11, so just outside the points, but carnage has been ensued in front of him all the way up to, well, kind of to Chris O'Connor, unfortunately, whether it's been a result of him or not in a lot of cases. So, but just seems to have gotten really lucky out of them all, regardless of his involvement. And he's ended up in P1. Still owes a pit stop though, as well as Chester and Iggy there. So maybe they don't believe the hards can go to the end, because that is an odd strategy to do, especially for Chris O'Connor, making up that many positions and to not play it safe and pitting with the hard tyres. So, I'm not going to judge him for maybe not doing it. He has been pretty good with his strategies, so could be one to watch here. Yeah,
and maybe the hard swapping is a smart choice, probably because they're assuming there might be another safety car to keep some life in the tires, so we will see.
Well, so Sven is the leader of the guys that have given that pit stop
Safety
up and on the harder tyres. So they're going to go the distance, but going to have less grip. But in the hands of Sven Gilhood, with the gap he pulled, I really don't think it's going to look like that Sven's going to be on hard. Everyone's going to think he's on super softs the way he's going.
What is into spoon? Alright, so safety car in this lap. Hopefully we get a good restart. Igor obviously worried because we know he gets into a lot of incidents after safety cars, so hopefully he's clean. But he does have Sven behind him, one of the least involved drivers in any incidents, so...
He's just too far ahead of anyone to get involved in any incidents. He might turn into Lewis Hamilton, actually, at the rate that he's going. The second he has to go side by side with someone, he might get a bit lost. Nah, just kidding. Sven is a fantastic driver, racecraft and all Hamilton.
Ali now trying to catch up to the pack after a second.
Chris, start to give a gap now, please.
So wondering when safety car, his lights are off the safety car, so safety car in this lap. Chris is now controlling the field, head of Chester Chompers and Iggy in the McLaren. But Sven Gilhood, first of the guys to take a pit stop, and on the hard tyres, he's going to be the one to watch, as well as Chris O'Connor, to see what his strategy is. And I assume Chester, Iggy are going to follow him, as he's probably going to gun it now. Yep. Yes, that's away he goes.
Oh,
good start there, but bad start for Iggy. Very bad. He's been caught out. Sven Gilhood right under his rear wing. He's going to pull out right alongside. This is a brilliant start for Sven.
Wow.
Getting rid of one immediately down into turn one. Job done. Now to chase the top two on the medium compound tyres.
Clean restart though, no incidents, so we love to see it. Jaden also staying out of any trouble.
Oh, that's
Ali did catch up. He was 18 seconds back leading into the chicane.
Just got there in the end, still 2 seconds off, but brilliant effort to gain all that time back, especially after just being involved in that incident. Oh wow, Sven's already... You know how good he is, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? But he just continues to leave your jaw on the floor every single time you see him get behind the wheel of any car. It's just... He's going to overtake him before Spoon at this rate.
The span of half a lap, he's already fighting for P2.
He's going to be in the lead at the end of this lap.
Maybe Chester's having none of it and he's going to defend like a lion. We'll see. I mean, maybe there's nothing he can do, but see how Sven manages.
He's in a Williams. I don't remember a Williams being very good at defending as of recent, especially against an Alpine, Mr. George Russell. As Sven gets right up behind him, is he going to think better of it? No, he's not. He's going to go round the outside. This is a very assertive move. And he doesn't get tagged. Great racing between the two to not get caught up in an incident. And what a move from Sven Gilhood round the outside. Eat your heart out, Michael Schumacher, Fernando Alonso.
Oh, I thought I saw an off there, but no, you were right. That was a very clean move from Chester. Also, got to give him credit for avoiding any contact there, as we saw with Matthew earlier.
It takes two to tango, and for them to go through there cleanly, that's credit to both drivers, even though Chester is going to have a slightly bruised ego after that. But anyway, he's going to push on and hope for a podium position as he's pulled out 1.6 seconds ahead of Iggy. Chris O'Connor has tried his best to gap Sven, but Sven's already tucked under his rear wing. Through the S is just 3/10 behind.
Oh, Ali Bijani's out.
Unbelievable.
Ali Bijani's left. Oh, man.
He's not going to be impressed with this weekend. That's going to be absolute tears for him. That's not gone well, and not really as a result of his own doing. Really, the last incident might be that it's all gone wrong and unravelled for him through an incident that, at least at initial looking, wasn't his fault. It's Sven Gilhood now going round the outside of Chris O'Connor. He's not going to have the inside line though. Through this straight, I guess you would call it. So he's going to have to sit in behind for Spoon Curve.
He's
going to get the switch back here as Chris O'Connor's feeling the pressure as Sven applies the blowtorch coming down the back straights. Chris O'Connor's wide again. Here comes Sven. He's going to go outside or inside. He can go both ways. Down the inside, here he goes. Chris O'Connor's going to have nothing, I don't think.
That's Sean Fitzgerald as well into the grass.
I think he's been forced off there by Phil Lanky. I think he's been forced off.
Might have been, yeah. As he's might lose another position to Danny now. Oh, there's another. Oh, there's
Danny
3 wide into the chicane.
3 wide. Still jostling for position as the Red Bull of Oliver Fownes gets caught up. And is that Ali Bijani behind? That's Chester Chompers who's found his way. He's found his way way down there.
Yeah, what happened?
So I think there might have been something on the straight or in Spoon Curve, possibly with Chester, that we've missed. So that could be something to look at for the stewards later on in this race.
Wow.
And that is, there's a lot of drama now kicking off as Sven Gilhood takes the lead as he goes around the outside.
Oh, thank you, Tim. I forgot to take off this. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
As he goes around the outside of 130R on one lap to take second place in a decisive move. And then the very next lap for the lead goes down the inside. When have you ever seen something like that? Sven Gilhood, again, as I say, just continues to just make you amazed with his skill of driving. And I guess the other drivers as well to keep it so clean. So big up to Chris O'Connor and Chester Chompers there for racing so respectfully.
Exactly. You love to see it. Good, classy racing makes good racing. And props to Iggy for keeping his P3. He's getting smelled up, though, by Phil Lanky. And we got a battle here now. Matthew Gaultier makes a position, I think. Yes. Onto Florian, into Spoon. On
Phil Lanky's teammate there, Florian. So, yeah, Florian seems to be struggling a little bit now with the pace. And I think Jaden's taken an extra pit stop being that far behind, looking at the timing just now. So, yeah, strange what's happened with Jaden there. Maybe he's caught up in an incident on his own and received damage, and he's gone and taken a repair.
Possibly.
So that's interesting. And I think we've only got 12 cars left in this race. Around the outside, looking for Joe Singers, or Dudunazu, as his fans love to call him. He's probably got the biggest fan base, I think, of anyone here.
I know.
Absolutely massive fan base. Can't get the move done around the outside of Sean Fitzgerald that time by. Phil Lanky's found his way, though, past Sean Fitzgerald and trying to get on the back of Iggy. 5 tenths just up the road. And 3 seconds to Chris O'Connor as Chris trying to build that gap.
Oh, that's Iggy off.
Iggy off.
Good rejoin. But he's going to lose some speed here.
Oh, here comes Sean Fitzgerald.
There's almost contact.
Almost contact. I don't think they do, though. Iggy down the inside, and he's going to hold his place as the Mercedes now locks up. His teammate follow him through, but here comes Sean Fitzgerald around the outside with a good run as well. Going to be the inside for Spoon Curve if he can keep the pace. Yes, he does, and he's cleared him already before they even straighten out before Spoon Curve.
Wow.
Job done, mate. See you later. So, absolute drama there for Iggy. trying to collect himself now down the straightaway into 130R and just kind of compose himself.
We
As
have
he's
a
going to
big
have
train
two
here.
charging Mercedes behind him. And yeah, there is a big train, all of them within a second from fourth all the way down to Florian there, almost.
Oh, I thought that was an off. Never mind. It's just some curb action. Oh no!
Oh, he has hit Iggy! The Mercedes has hit Iggy! Oh, Iggy's in the middle of the track!
Oh, he's gonna decide to take a
Safety car
pit.
forward, safety car forward.
I think he's gonna use this opportunity to pit. Iggy now. I mean,
I'd use
spinning
this
in kind of an ideal
opportunity to-
position.
yeah.
It might work out for him.
That's a good way to slow down for the pit entry, isn't it? If he gets bopped for speeding there, that'll be tears.
Looks
But
like he
in
doesn't.
he comes.
But
God.
yeah, that is another safety
Wow.
car.
So
Please
there's going to
remind
be
me-
something there for Hernandez, I would believe. Seems to have just rear-ended him, so that'll be something for the stewards to note down there. But unbelievable. Seems to be a lot of action for not so many cars. We didn't believe that this would be such an
safety car
exciting race.
stopped
Only 11
before
laps
turn
in,
one,
and
before
so
those
much
go
has
well.
already happened. But we have lost a few guys.
Yep.
Out there, here comes the safety car there to pick up a driver, the leader, sorry, as Iggy flies by, and I believe Jaden as well.
Yep. Good to see Jaden still in it. I mean, these safety cars could help his positions. He's already done his pit stop, so.
Well, P12, at this rate, if he just survives, he's going to end up P3 at this rate. So,
Yeah.
absolute champion Jaden is for continuing on and not being out of the race. So,
Yeah, only 12
Best
drivers
driver.
here,
So
so.
for your information, the safety car is going through the S's.
Okay, got a message from Nick. Safety cars through the S's.
so go
Yes,
through the
hello.
S's. Could we see where the leader is, Mr. Cameraman?
So safety
Just
cars
coming-
in the S's.
Down the start-finish line, or down the start-finish straight, sorry. And Chris O'Connor now takes his pit. I think it's going to be perfect, because look at the gap to Phil Lanky. But it's going to be close. Look behind.
Oh, Sean also pitting, even though he was already
Sean
on
pitting.
hards.
What about the two Mercedes? Two Mercedes pits? Double stack? No.
It'll say
Joe
in
Singer
pits, but-
continues on.
Matthew also pitting, Florian also pitting. So yeah, Chris not going to lose too much here. Chris already
So
coming
Chris,
out.
I think, yeah, he's done a good strategy, and he's going to have 6 lap better tyres than everyone in front of him. So
Yeah.
this could be good for Chris. And again, master stroke strategy, and it's played out perfectly, I think, into his favour, and he's going to be cheering about this.
Hold on, John.
And-
Just want to say hello to all the viewers. We have nearly 40 viewers in here. So if you just
40? Oh
if-
my god, I need to watch my language.
if you're just tuning in, we are on lap 12, nearly halfway through this race. A lot of shakeups here. Sven working his way back from pitting early, reclaimed his lead, and is already got his pit stop done. So it's looking good for him. Hill also still in P2, but both Mercedes now also pitting and up into one of them at least in the podium. So good performance here today from these guys. Iggy had a good start, down into 11th, but he also has finished his pit stop, so maybe points for him today. But
Yeah, a
other
bit of a
than
drama
that,
happened for him down through the 2 Degner corners, and
Yeah.
it just kind of unraveled that whole lap, going all the way down into Spoon Curve, losing an extra 2 positions all the way down, and then being spun by one of the Mercedes coming out of the final chicane, and just, yeah, been a bit awful. However, before that, on for a podium, and looking fairly good competitively with his driving, so see what he can do to make his way back up through the field with Florian just in front. Fitzgerald also looking a bit far back as well in P9.
yeah, he's really dropped down. But there's a lot
So
of
that's gonna
gap
be
here.
Strange.
Jaden is quite far back, but there is going to be one more lap of safety car, so he has time to make up the spots. As they cross the line
That's-
now, starting the halfway point of this race.
Yeah, so Sven Gilhood just clearly showing the pace, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to catch him. First car, or car on the freshest tyres, is going to be Chris O'Connor, Chester Chompers, and pretty much them all the way down have just pitted 4 tyres.
Yeah.
So they're going to be the ones to watch as they could come through the field here. But I think Phil Lanky and Sven Gilhood are just too quick, and as long as they keep it relatively clean, I don't see Chris O'Connor making it up there to challenge for the win, but I certainly can see Chris O'Connor challenging for the last spot on the podium here, which would be very good considering his starting position.
That's true. Yeah, Chris has made up a lot of spots, I think starting 8th or possibly 9th. Also, Oliver, he was involved in an incident in turn 1, but he's made it up to P5. Not bad.
Yeah, P5 pitting with the others on the first safety car that we had out, and sticking with that strategy of the likes of Sven Gilhood, Phil Lanky, and the two Mercedes in front of him. So kind of paid off for him at the moment, as they nearly Cosentina together there. That could have been tears for all of them. But yeah, so he is going to probably be the most disadvantaged one with this restart. Probably hoping that there wasn't a safety car, but you know, he's in P5 now, so whether the 6-lap old tyres is going to affect him later on in the race, you know, it will be seen. So he'll be struggling to defend from Chris O'Connor and Chester Chompers with their pace.
All right. Guess we're going to have one more lap of safety car.
Has Jaden not gained, at least by the Delta time? Jaden doesn't look like he's gained too much time. I don't know if he's
still
gone hit again.
Right far back. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
26 seconds. This is a bit odd.
Yeah, he was
White's still on the pace car.
I mean,
yeah, looks like it. I don't know. What's he like through the corners, first gear or something? Like, not gaining time. I'm a bit concerned.
Let's take a little aerial shot here at Suzuka today. Nice and sunny.
I'm going to jump on the roof like the bunch of hoodlums that we are, as they all funnel down into turn 1 there. Don't have many spectators here. I think we could get Chato in there. And oh, wow, they're looking that scary. Just all crossing their legs and looking at it. This bloke's taking a photo. What are they all looking at?
Safety car will be going into laps. Safety car.
There he is.
Straddling each other in the chairs. There's Jaden. Go on, mate. I'm not biased, I promise. Safety car is in this lap. Lights off the pace car.
If we had lights, but yeah. Jaden at least
remind the cameraman about a certain graphic.
Yes.
In advance.
Yes, I am going to make sure I remove that graphic ahead of time. I'm actually going to get rid of it now because safety car is in this lap, so that is it.
Green flag this time by. So we're going to have Sven Gilhood controlling the pace with Phil Lanky behind, then the two Mercedes, Oliver Founds behind him, Chris O'Connor, then the first of the cars with new tyres, 6-lap fresher tyres, then the top 5 in front, along with Chester Choppers, Matt, Fitzgerald, Florian, and Iggy behind. Jaden seems to be quite off the pace, and I don't even think he's going to catch the safety car.
Yeah, this is crazy.
By the time it gets there, it could get close, but I don't think he's going to get there.
He's got to be. Oh, well, not if he does this.
Oh, my... Jaden, don't be doing this to me. Oh.
Sven back up the pack now.
Giving John a heart attack.
He's doing the very 2021 and 2022 Ricardo performance here, but you know, Ricardo performance nonetheless, and that's what's important here.
He almost pulled a George at Imola 2020, so.
Oh.
Hopefully he keeps it together as they're about to get restarted here. We'll get on board, but he's going to have at least warm tires for this.
Sven, the pack is yours.
Sven now has control.
Maybe you could get the jump. Sven's already gone, and look at him. He's already pulled out nearly a second gap over Phil Lanky and Danny Hernandez there, as he seems to be fairly close with his teammate.
Oh, Chris O'Connor.
Ferrari. Chris O'Connor getting very aggressive on the back of the Red Bull. Going to go down the inside into turn 1 here. Seems to be job done, and behind 2 wide as well. Someone making a move on the Ferrari. Chris O'Connor's teammate.
Oh, there's a bit of understeer.
Chester Chompers does lose a position to the... No, but he gets it back. Chester Chompers gets it back off of Matt. So Matt there getting a good run on Chester off the restart, but
I hear
couldn't find his way to the inside.
No, Oliver goes off. Oliver's
off. Oh, it's tears for him at the moment as he's struggling to get up to speed here. Ferrari round, he's outside.
Sean wondering what to do here.
For Degner 1, this is going to be really awkward, and you might have an Aston Martin up his inside for Degner 2, but the Aston Martin thinks better of it, and here comes Sean Fitzgerald, very quick driver, maybe going to make a move into the next hairpin. I don't think so, not going to be close enough.
Yeah,
but certainly going to be a struggle to hold this guy off into the hairpin, or even here coming up to Spoon Curve.
Yeah, not good for Oliver.
Get the run.
But Oliver
he's going to get the run, actually. Look at him to the inside now for Spoon Curve. Look at the run. Look at the speed down the inside. Is he going to be able to hold it side by side? Rebel runs a little bit wide. Nobody keeps it all within track limits.
Is Sean going to
Still side by side on the exit of Spoon Curve. Rebel's going to run a little bit wide. Sean Fitzgerald seems to have the lead, but Oliver Founts has slightly a better run. Is he going to go side by side through 130?
Who's going to back off?
Now losing the momentum, but look at the momentum coming back. Side by side.
Wow.
He's going to get there. Oliver Found's really struggling to hold on there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't turn out to for him.
No DRS
he
this
now
lap,
funnels
I don't
through
think.
the chicane. I think we've got to wait till lap
Oh!
18.
Is that Chris O'Connor going for a move on Joe
Chris
Singers?
O'Connor already on the Mercedes, splitting them around the outside of turn 1 and 2.
Well
and he does
done.
clear him. That's
Good
a very
move from
good move
Chris.
there, Mr. Chris O'Connor.
Yes,
That's how you get
indeed.
it done. Almost Sven-like there through those corners. It's already pulled out a 2.5-second lead in a singular lap. This is unbelievable. What a drive here from Sven Gilhut.
Wow.
As always, seems to be the story with him.
Yeah, very
Phil
good from
Lanke.
him. Not a surprise, but yeah, Phil Lanke just unable to hold on. He had the pace in qualifying, but just when it comes down to it, Sven just knows how to lead races.
He's got that pace and
Oh!
consistency. Oh, and Matt, Chris's teammate is off again. Seems to, again, we're talking about consistency here, and Matt doesn't seem to have it in these races either. He seems to be very good in qualifying and almost better than his teammate, but seems to be just getting caught up in incidents with the race is really his downfall, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
But he's still in the 10, so if he can now find to make his way back up again, and possibly find his way under the back of Chester Chompers. Don't see him getting too much further ahead of him, with Joe Singer being fairly competent behind the wheel of that Mercedes. Hopefully he's going to be able to sit on the back of Chris O'Connor, as Matt's already heard me, and he's gone, all right, I'm going to get a move on with it then, as he goes down the inside of Florian before 130. A very decisive move again through there.
well done from him.
So maybe he's taken on my advice and gotten on with it.
Yeah, Matthew did
He
a...
might actually have the Red Bull here.
He might, yeah, with DRS. I think he's... Oh, who is this? Another. This is what you were saying. Chris
Talk
does...
about a Ferrari.
Chris
Around
looking
the
for
outside
podium
of turn 1
positions.
again, and it works.
Wow, well done from Chris. A second turn 1 overtake. Oh, Sean
That's a
Fitzgerald now too,
copy-paste
side by
move.
side.
Oh, Chester Chompers is going to go for the inside around the outside of the first part of the S's. Unbelievable from them two to go side by side through there. Matt trying to hold on to Oliver Founds there, as I think he has obviously got past Florian GT there, and now trying to hunt down the Red Bull driver. He's
But no, as
all
he
over the rear wing of him. He's just going to have a move into the Degma 1 here.
No, he's not going to go
thinks
for
better
that
of
one.
it. Thank God for that.
Rightfully
Getting
so.
it too, though. Get a good run out of here, but he's very wide there, missing the apex entirely. Up
Wow.
into the hairpin. Trying to get a good run out of here and see if he can make a move into spoon. We've seen a few drivers do that.
Oh,
Fitzgerald
my
trying to
gosh.
get a move here on Chester Chompers as well, trying to get the good run. Iggy
Oh.
seems to be struggling a bit there. Ferrari's right underneath him. It's going to be the outside for spoon curve, but if he can clear him, maybe he can swoop in and in front. No, he
Oh, he's-
can't. But he's wide with the Red Bull understeering as well, and has to get it checked up just a bit, and he's lost all the momentum. And ahead goes the Ferrari there of Matt, already finding his way back up into P8, getting a real big move on. But here comes the Aston Martin of Sean Fitzgerald on the back of Chester.
Is he going to go for
Chompers.
it? Chester covers the inside.
That's not going to work. Could get the switchback through here with the compromise line of the Williams. Getting the switchback. Look at the run now out of here. Can he hold together on exit? Yes, he can.
DRS is enabled though, so he might get him here. As will Matthew,
No
who's...
DRS for Chompers.
Is Chester going to
On the
hold him
outside,
off?
I don't think that's going to work.
He's not going to be able to pull him. Oh, but Chester understeers a bit.
Oh! This is
Again
gonna
into
get very
turn
awkward. There
2.
could be a drama here with the Ferrari catching them coming into the S's. This is going to get
Oh.
very claustrophobic.
Oh no, and he's off!
So there is contact, and the Ferrari gets caught up
Six
here. An
buttons,
innocent
six
bystander in that.
Oh, side by side
Oh,
again
it's tears for Matt again.
into the S's. Oh, I mean Matthew does hold on, but he does lose 2 positions now, and Chester down out of the points. Oh, but yeah, like you were
That
saying
is-
earlier, he showed some pace and he's pulled it up to the podiums.
Pulled it up to P3, and he's got fresher tyres than Phil Lanke here.
That is true.
He's made mincemeat of the Mercedes and that Red Bull, and he's on fire at this rate. He's really picked it up since qualifying. And with this extra safety car here, could see some drivers now go to the mediums, the guys at the back of the field. If any of them are listening to me, I would recommend doing so. Wink, wink. I don't know strategy at all.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
Chris is already getting a little bit feisty here with Phil Lanke, right tucked under his rear wing, trying to give him a bit of a taste of what's to come later on in the final 12 laps, probably 10 or so laps. Shootout we're going to have to the end here.
Yeah, about 8 laps left. 7 when we cross the line now. There is the
I honestly
safety
think
car.
if you're Iggy or Matt, or Chris O'Connor's teammate of Matt, or if you're Chester or if you're Jaden, I think you got to pit for mediums here. and go to
Yeah,
the
we
end.
might see some pits, but no, it's looking like...
We see one of the Mercedes, both Mercedes, going into the pits.
Oh, a lot of cars coming in.
A lot of cars, a lot of takers here for fresh tyres. Assume they're going to put on the mediums. If we look at the stripes on each of their cars,
We might... Yeah, there's a medium... Oh, medium and soft
medium,
now.
medium, soft. So split strategy there for the two Mercedes cars. Red Bull's going to choose with the mediums as well. I think the softs might be a bit of a stretch here.
Yeah, I mean, if there's another
However, I
lap of
guess
safety
it's
car,
only,
yeah.
it's only 7 laps. So
It's gonna be
actually, no, the
6.
softs could be a good shot here.
Yeah.
The Mercedes now are going to be the cars to watch after getting, well, realistically humiliated by Chris O'Connor around the outside of turn 1. Carbon copy, lap after lap there. Beautiful work there from Chris to make his way up to P3. And still got the fresher tyres than Phil Lanke and Sven Gilhood. However, both of those
Safety
two
car
very
in this
quick
lap.
drivers, so he's gonna have it all to do if he wants this win.
Yeah, let's see what the order is now. So both Mercedes dropping down nearly out of the points. Jaden Evolution into 7th. Iggy
Oh, what a
Rabbit-
champion.
I knew when I said
Honestly,
that I was going to
the
get a
best
reaction.
driver. The best driver I've ever seen. How good.
So
What
that's-
driver have you ever seen go from P12 to P7 in a lap? That's
Yes.
brilliant.
Exactly, good point. So that is going to be his first points of the season, I think. Or at least in like...
Hold on to it, though, obviously,
That's
with everyone
true.
behind him on amazingly fresh tyres.
He's going to
And
feel
I
the
think
pressure.
Jaden's still on the hards.
Jaden
at this
is still on the
Sven,
hard
gonna leave a gap now, please.
Sven going to be leaving a gap. We're going to be going away here. Final, hopefully, safety car of this race. But with the cars bunched up like this, you never know. Take a look
That's
at
a
his
short
rear wing.
safety car, so we're going to have, what's this going to be? 7 laps to go to the end.
It's going to be
If we
6.
go caution-free, no, mate, because 20 counts as 1, and then
Oh.
21 is 2.
You're correct.
Yeah, mate, nice maths there, Mr.
Yes,
Adrian.
yes. Well, 26 now. 20 is 6. But you're
Sven, the
correct.
pack is yours.
Let's see how Sven gets away here. Already going and immediately...
Beautiful run again.
Wow. But Chris here...
Oh, Phil Lanke,
Uh-oh.
you've got to look out here, mate.
Oh
Down
my
the inside.
gosh.
Oh, right onto his diffuser, probably inside it almost.
Wow.
He's found his way down the inside, so assertive. Can he go and get Sven Gilhood? That's going to be a challenge and a half, but I think it's going to be an even bigger challenge keeping Phil Lanke behind. See what he can do as we work our way
Yeah.
down through the field. Seems to be fairly neat and orderly, though. No
Oh,
position
Jaden.
as of yet. Jaden holding off now. One of the Mercedes cars all over his
no.
rear wing down the inside for the yeses.
Oh.
That's not going to work out well. Danny Hernandez thinks better of it.
Good.
As he
Good on him. He is on the
files back
softs.
behind.
Jaden's on old hard tires. He's going to definitely feel the pressure here. Into Degner
Going
1.
defensive into the Degners,
Into 2.
just costing them both time here.
Oh, these softs
Oh,
are
look at the
showing their
run.
pace. Yeah.
So much more grip there from Danny
Oh, no.
Hernandez as he flies up the inside and around the outside
There's
of
contact.
the hairpin. He's nearly going to spin it and nearly hits his teammate as well.
How
That's
did
going to
it-
balk his teammate. The
how
three cars
did that
behind us.
stay on
There's more
track?
contact behind with the Ferrari and Chester Jumpers there.
Oh, my
Oh
gosh.
my lord.
How did he keep it on track? How did that not take anybody out? But anyway, I will not complain. Love to see it stay on track. Well, oh, that's Chester
Unbelievable.
Chomper going wide into Spoon.
Speaking of staying on track, Chester Chompers hasn't listened to you very much there at all.
Oh,
There's a
boy.
two mistakes. Look, Jaden, he's held on to P7 on those old hards.
He
Absolute
has.
champion.
Yeah, with that spin
But
from
he's going to have
Danny.
to defend here from the first of the Mercedes. Again, I think
Oh,
it's
there's contact.
there is contact. He has bumped him, given him a little push. The Red Bull locking up there into the corner.
Danny just
Forward
needs
there,
to wait.
but
Oh, no.
Mercedes, Danny around the outside. He's going to touch, actually, Jaden, as they go 3 wide
Oh,
behind with
boy.
his teammate and the other Red Bull. Red Bull now side by side with the other Mercedes as Jaden loses out big time there, 3 positions. They think they file themselves
Yep.
out. Jaden being the big loser of that now with the
Darn.
Ferrari in behind him.
Jaden struggling
Danny
with
Hernandez
those
up to
tires.
P7. 1.5 seconds up to the cars in front. Again, still all on old hard tyres, but the grip of the softs is now going to start to fall away.
Chris is actually pulling away from Phil out of DRS range. It was within a second before, but no, not anymore. And
That's
Sean is
huge for
looking...
him.
Yeah, Sean might also help widen the gap more if he battles with Phil here, but oh, never mind. Phil has brought the gap down.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there, I think, through the Degners for Chris O'Connor, just as we were kind of praising him for his run through there. And talking of Chris O'Connor, who's his teammate,
Oh,
working up on the
no.
grass, cuts across the track. Oh, that's disaster, and he's gotten Jaden involved in that as well, and that's ended in tears down at the hairpin with 5 to go.
Oh, no.
Oh,
A little bit late braking there.
Fitzgerald here if we could go with Fitzgerald P4, Mr. Cameraman, 3/10 behind,
Good call.
gaining through
He's gonna have to
130R.
back out here.
He's
Yeah.
gonna do a little left, flips the throttle now, trying to get back into it and get a forearm move.
Chris is loving
down
this,
into
though.
the hairpin. Chris is loving this, trying to get out of
Oh, hold on. What is
DRS.
this? Iggy just got overtaken. Yeah, I think he got overtaken here by Danny.
Iggy is overtaken by Danny. You are
and
right
Jaden
there.
did lose a position again.
Ferrari finds his way down the inside of Jaden. I think Jaden gave him a very wide berth. Didn't want to get involved that time. Under brakes, Fitzgerald round the outside.
Chris has
O'Connor's
gone
off in
wide.
front of him. He's going to rejoin. This is going to
Oh.
be very awkward. Nobody keeps enough momentum to stay out of
Oh
Phil
my
Lanky, but
gosh.
Phil Lanky now crucially back inside that DRS range with Sean Fitzgerald very furious up behind him. So this is going to be a very good battle for P2, I think.
Wow, yeah, this is going to go on to the last lap, I think. I mean, if Sean keeps battling with Phil, it's going to hurt their time to get Chris, but Chris will definitely be loving all of it. Jaden in pits
Chris-
again. I think he's out of this one. No, he's going to softs. He wants that fastest lap point.
He absolute trooper he is. Honestly, to finish these races, you've got to have a lot of resilience to deal with the kind of things that you may or may not come across in the league races. Oliver Founds, I think it's tagged in the rear there by Joe Singers. Dudunazu getting a bit too close to there with the back end of that Red Bull.
Into Spoon, is this
As
a
his
move here?
teammate Danny Hernandez makes a beautiful move there
Wow.
on the BMW of Florian.
Very nice, very nice. But you know, this battle up for P3 is still going on. Sean's gonna have DRS this next lap, I believe. Oh, Joe Singers has dropped down. What happened here? He's
Singer
got
has
over-
dropped down, and
Oh, he's got the overspeed, but he's gonna have to back out.
yeah, this is going to be awkward. He's going to go for a move here into the chicane. He certainly has the speed to do so.
Oh,
Wants
there's a
that
car up
inside,
ahead.
but can't do it. The Red Bull's going to lock up in front of him. Just the Constantina effect of all these cars. He's getting really awkward and strange to deal with for all these drivers.
Yeah.
And it's making for a very entertaining race here. Sean
Really
Fitzgerald
is.
now all over the back of Phil Lanky. Phil Lanky seems to have just dropped off the pace in the latter half of this race. Could be his tyres. Oh, it's Joe Singer. Full commitment through turn one and a bit more
Wow.
than required. They're using up all the runoff and then some.
What a
His
race
teammate,
we
though, up to
have.
P5 now, up past Florian. Danny Hernandez up into P5. Brilliant job from him.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald up into P4. Right on the back of Phil Lanky, who again still is within DRS range of Chris O'Connor. They're all very, very close with just 4 laps or 3.5 laps remaining.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be tough for Chris to hold it, but like I said, this battle between these two right here could be what he needs just to hold on for a P2. But also, Igor holding, I think, on the same hard tires, yeah. Red Bull behind him has a fresher set of mediums, but not able to catch up, so Igor also fighting for points, first points in a while, so good from him.
And very, very good from Iggy to hold off. I think he's only been passed by Danny Hernandez. I'm pretty sure he restarted 6th place at the restart, and to only be dropped by Danny Hernandez on those really quick soft tyres.
And it looks like
very
he is
good effort
within
from him.
DRS too. Just nearly, though. It's going to be close.
They're going to be very close, trying to get Phil Lanky's teammate there. That could be really good for him if he can maybe attain P6. Oliver Founds, though. As long as he's not getting rear-ended, he seems to be pretty quick, so that could be something to watch out for Iggy in his rearview mirror there.
Is this Danny Hernandez also putting up a contention for podium? Is that Phil Lanky?
He's getting involved, isn't he?
Oh, Sean Fitzgerald
Fitzgerald goes
for
round
move.
the outside of turn 1 and 2, but it's not going to work out.
Oh.
But he's all over that rear wing of that BMW.
Oh, and
I don't know
hello.
how. Oh, here comes Danny Hernandez now under the rear wing of the Aston Martin. Look at him. You can throw a blanket over these three as they go through the S's. Look at him. You can rug him up and just call him a sweetheart, couldn't you? I guess that's my weird comment at Crofty. How are you?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I don't know how to
boy.
follow up that
Anyway.
one, but you described it well. They are very. So is this Mercedes right here. Another three-way battle going on. These safety
Mercedes
corners.
love to be in between two cars. It's a bit strange from them, but you know, they do them. It's a modern world.
Fighting for
As
those.
he's trying to look for a move on Chester Chompers. He does scare him off the apex a little bit. Is he going to get a good run here? No, I think he's going to have to worry a lot about the Ferrari. Look at it, just filling his left mirror there.
Yep.
Going to go to the right-hand side. That's going to be for
Oh.
the outside of the spoon curve. He's going to have to be really committed to go
Oh,
around
Joe
the
Singers
outside
isn't backing
here.
out. He overshoots the corner.
And look at the run from the Ferrari now at the second part of this.
Oh, Chester, bad
But
exit
Chester
there.
Chopper's gotten a really bad exit. So
Oh.
Mercedes goes from defending to attacking to defending to attacking. But look at the Ferrari with
Oh
the overspeed.
my gosh.
wide almost. Chester's still there.
Oh,
Chester's going to go off. He
Chester
had
has
to,
lost.
though. I think he had to go off to give
Oh.
the space to the Ferrari. But, great attentive
Oh.
driving from those three. As I say that, they get a bit argy-bargy, and I think Mats has...
This is
he's
for
really had
podium
enough of
here.
this.
This is for podium if he goes for it.
3-1!
Oh my gosh, he just makes up 2 positions in the turn 1, and that is Danny on the podium ahead of Phil and Sean.
That could be the overtake of the season there.
That-
Two cars in one into
Wow.
turn 1. Oh, that is, we've seen some amazing overtakes this race.
That
This
was-
is utterly brilliant.
Fantastic
Really.
move. Honestly, one of the best moves we've
Great
seen.
driving. Chris O'Connor, though, P2, and he's now storming away from him and actually staying relatively clean on the back of Sven Gillard. As we've only
Yeah.
got 1.5 laps to go here.
Wow.
So we've run out of laps
You're right.
very, very quickly here now. There's just drama after drama. Just
Wow,
unbelievable.
what a move. I'm going to highlight that in the stewarding notes just so we can watch that amazing move.
Oh, the Red Bull!
Oh.
He's going to get caught out there. Or the Ferrari, I think it was. Isn't they going to go 3-1?
Oh, again.
God damn
Oh,
it,
no.
that's my heart. The Ferrari is off!
Oh.
Chester Choppers is probably going to slip through. Yes, he
Chester
does.
does
You see him
slip
fly
through.
by there. And
Jaden
that's
now.
for the last
Oh,
point.
no.
Jaden, 45 seconds behind. Hashtag Aussie, #1, world champion.
Oh, Sean now going for a move around the outside. Into
Oh, that's very brave. I do think they bang wheels there. Fitzgerald
He's
go
gonna
down
go into the
inside,
chicane.
hit center and Prost, eat your heart out as they do bang wheels again.
Lead on final lap.
Fitzgerald going
Lead on
now for the
final lap.
switchback. I don't think it's going to work out though. But look at the run he has
Oh.
through here. But look at Florian.
Iggy is gaining a
Oh, there's
position
too much
here.
to keep up with. We need 17 commentators to deal with this, and there's only 12 drivers.
I know, there's only 12 cars on track. Oh, 11 now. It's
my-
Matthew left the session. He realized after
Matthew's
that
left the
spin.
session. He is done for the day.
Oh,
And that's going to promote Jaden into P11 as
Oh, no,
I say
Iggy
that.
moved.
Off! Iggy with the move. I don't know if he touched him or if the BMW there just got oversteer. Unbelievable. This whole race is unbelievable. I don't understand what is happening here as they're still...
Wow.
This-
Oh my gosh. Just
I
oh,
don't have enough words.
I can't. I just can't do this.
I
Joe
don't
Singh-
shut up, but I just can't get the look. You throw a blanket over him. Look at this. This is the final lap of the race.
Oh, is he gonna go for a move into the hairpin? He's gonna. Oh my late.
Dudinazzo
Oh
on
no,
the
do
outside,
not do
down the
no.
inside, and he's gonna make contact there with the Red Bull.
Oh, he
and
just
he's
threw
lost
away a
out there.
point. That was P9
And he's
gone.
lost out. He has lost out. Joe Singer almost with an amazing double overtake
Oh
outside and
my
inside,
goodness.
but it hasn't gone too well. As the Red Bull clinging on for dear life, it must be said, for P7 with his dead tyres. But here comes. Oh, look at that. There's 4 cars, and they look pissed as they charge down at him like a rattlesnake. Look at him weaving and bobbing around as Justin Choppers goes down the inside.
Oh my-
For P8 for Florian.
Florian's not done though. Hold on, as Sven crosses the line for the win. Oh no! Who's gonna come out ahead?
Just the Choppers on the, look at the Mercedes though.
Joe Singer's.
It's
Oh
so-
no!
Choppers is gonna go.
No! I can't do this. As we were talking though,
need a
Chris.
break.
Okay, no, never mind. Chris probably did finish P2, but what in the hell was that last lap?
Oh,
Race over, race
Oh
over.
my gosh. This is going to be a fun stewarding session for this one. My.
Reports
on,
as to where
ambulance.
reports will close at 10 PM BST today.
the stewards are gonna have an absolute pit party with this, isn't it? It's gonna be a lot to go through, but also I'd like to commend some of the drivers up at the pointy end of this that did an amazing job keeping
was
it
also welcome
clean
to
and
get
with
into
some
you and into
properly
racing. Thank you for
spectacular
racing. We'll see
world-class
you next
moves
week.
here. And, you know, I don't
Wow.
use world-class lightly, but that was some seriously good racing there in and amongst the mess and carnage that we've seen. And there you go, Jaden. Brilliant job, mate. Driver of the day.
Disconnected.
Look at you, champion. Oh,
What a race that was. Let's see if we got anybody ready for an interview. 'Cause
I can't keep up with this. This is...
we got Chris in here. Chris O'Connor,
Chris,
what a race you had today, man.
Oh my god, guys. I
Chris,
don't believe it. I'm
Chris,
shaking.
the double overtakes in turn 1, lap after lap, was world class, man. Well done.
Yeah, into
Thank you very
turn
much,
one, mate,
Hayden.
I've got to say, honestly, like Lewis Hamilton did that, I think, in 2014 around the outside. And I don't rate Lewis, but it's the only good move that I think I've ever seen anyone make. And you did that back to back on teammates lap after lap. Properly, some of the best racing I've seen, and great strategy as well. Really had off to
Thank you. Yeah, I did not think that strategy was going to work out until that safety car got deployed on lap. What was it, 11 or 12? That massively swung the ball my way. I suppose that was a good bit of luck. The luck finally came my way. Yeah,
Chris,
I'm speechless, guys.
that was insane,
I'm
and that
speechless.
you deserve every bit of that. You had a very good race today, man. I'm glad to see it happen.
Thank you, guys.
And you were keeping up with Sven.
Somewhat.
I mean, he pulled a bit of a gap.
I'm not lying when I say this now, guys. The tires at the end were so dead to me. Every single corner I could have died on. Every single one. It was on the limit. Like I'm sure you guys saw a few of my mistakes.
Yeah. But
turn 1, I ran really wide and stuff.
That almost cost you,
I had
yeah.
a few, yeah, and then I also had in the 2 Degner corners, I almost died there as well.
Oh, really?
That almost cost me big. So that's how dead the tires were.
Oh,
they were just, there was nothing left.
It was smart that you stayed out. That's what I think helped you get that P2. But yeah, good job managing.
Oh, absolutely. Them. Yeah, as I said, every corner was a 50-50. I'm happy I made it. So
I'm happy too.
I wish I was joking, but yeah, good race for me. I'm thrilled for that. Good points for the team. And unfortunately, Matthew had an extremely bad race caused by 1 or 2 certain drivers that I won't name their names, but yeah, the driving standard of 1 or 2 of those drivers there is not good today. So anyway, we'll see what everyone says, but yeah, guys, I'm in shock. But thank you very much, guys.
Congrats.
P2. I never think I'll be happy with a P2, but there you go.
You should be, man. Congrats, Chris.
Holy cheese balls.
All right, we will get someone else in here now. Let's see. Let's get a Igor.
Seems to be a lot of incidents to go through for the
Igor, congrats on points, man. That was a very clean race from you.
Thank you. This time it was a luck. I was hit from behind again.
Really?
One guy in Mercedes hit me, and that was the cause for, I think, second safety car. Where I started to go into the pits, and he pushed me from behind.
Oh yeah.
Also. But anyway, it was a very good race. There was some minor incidents at the beginning, but I avoided them.
There was very also good resilience there to come back from where you were. You really fought hard to get back into the points, and the strategy ended up playing out.
And we noted the incident into pits too, so we will definitely take a look at that. But hey, I mean, considering that to pull out points.
There was one more. Yeah, there was one more incident with Jaden at the beginning, but that I think that was a racing incident. You will see that one car in front of us was parked on the track, and I avoided him, but Jaden tried to overtake me. I didn't saw him. Literally the same what happened today in lap 1. I don't know who was in Imola. You remember the incident in lap 1, Gasly and someone else. They're literally the same incident.
Wow, man. I mean, it was too much of a race. There was so many overtakes, incidents, close racing. It was nuts. With only 12 drivers. Too.
I was very patient this time.
I
didn't want to go. I was trying to overtake Florian because Florian was on the mediums, and I was behind him for 2 or 3 laps. But I waited the good opportunity to overtake them, and that happened in last lap. So yeah, and I think Phil has a 10 seconds penalty, so I will be.
I think he does, yeah.
So,
I think he does. I mean, we review all of those, but we'll definitely take a look. But I mean,
for speeding.
Yeah, tell your teammate Zen. Tell him we're glad to have him. I saw that he got killed.
I know. I invited him into this league so we can put McLaren where
it belongs.
Finally, some points for McLaren in this season.
Yeah, man, you guys had great races, so keep it up. I like seeing the patient driving from you. It definitely pays off, especially in this league. So keep it up, man.
Thank you, and again, respect for organization. I'm gonna enjoy stream now. And yeah, about the Zen, he's real champion. You'll see that, and you got very good and very clean driver.
It looked like it. He was in P3 for quite a while. He was doing a great job. Yeah, he seems like he's a good guy. So,
but he has a great pace. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Iggy.
Thank
you again, and see you next time.
See you next time, man.
And Adrian, I believe with Phil's 10-second time penalty, Sven has won this season 6 championship.
Already?
Oh wow!
Yeah, with 2 races to go.
Oh wow!
In a 10-race championship, he's won it with 2 races to go.
Wow. I mean, we need to review it just to make sure everything's as it should be.
I don't know.
But, you know.
Sven
was a
was
speeding
so
penalty.
fast. Sven was so fast at the straight. I mean, after the safety car rested, he
Yeah.
passed me like I don't exist, and I used DRS and
Oh my
everything. But I don't know how he can be so fast on the straight.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but okay.
I have no idea either. All right, we're gonna get some other people in here, Igor.
Yeah, great. See you again next week.
All right,
Thanks.
man.
Well
We'll see you
done, mate.
next week. All right, let's get Oliver. Oliver, my God, that race.
Yeah,
I bet you were sweating quite a lot of that race.
I was, believe me. I was intense.
I think everybody
you
was.
sound a bit. You sound almost as shell shocked, really, as me and Adrian here. It was just you had someone in front of you, you had someone behind
Yeah.
you had someone inside of you at one point. I'm sure, just kind of attacked from all angles. And just the intensity must have been massive, especially for you. I think you were kind of the center of attention, really, for a lot of that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to qualify on softs. I just didn't look at what tyres I was going out on. And then that kind of set me back. And then I think I made contact at the start. I don't know, I just think it was a racing incident, that, but like we made contact, and then I went to the back of the grid, and then was just fighting my way back up, and then a safety car comes out, and I'm like, it's just, I'm in 10th now. I'm like, right? And then next minute, I'm just fighting with like a load of people, and there's like a queue of cars up to third. So
The strategy really played to your favour, pitting initially for the hards with the likes of Sven and the kind of top runners, with Chris O'Connor and that staying out and taking the pit later on. And I think he bopped you pretty quickly, but everyone else behind him couldn't really get around you, or had to drive through you to do it. From at least from my perspective, looking at it just initially.
No, I think there was a good battle between me and Sean when I think Sean pitted and me both pitted. And we were going side by side around the I don't know what the corner's called, but it's like the left-hander, two left-handers. Yeah, it was side by side, and it was just mental. It was honestly, that was probably one of the best races I've ever done.
I think it's the best race we've ever commentated over. I'll tell you that.
You're getting people in the YouTube chat saying you all did amazing, and I think you all did do amazing. Obviously, there's going to be incidents when you're racing that close for that many laps, so you guys kept it really clean today. It was great to watch. Well, congrats on the points.
Okay, thank you very much. Cheers, lads.
Thanks, Oliver. All right, last but not least, Chester Chomper. Chester.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Where did you wind up finishing at the end of all that?
P10.
Oh, I know. What happened at the end? Were you ahead of P10? Like, what happened at the final chicane?
It was basically a drag race between like three guys. I don't remember the other two. It was a Mercedes and like someone else. It was a drag race into the final last two corners. And me and a Mercedes went side by side and we had contact. It's nothing too bad.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't actually commentate over it with how much was like. Literally, we seen it, you guys coming into the corner, and we couldn't get enough words out for what was happening. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was intense. I basically didn't lose, so I gambled it on sauce for the last stint.
I mean, it worked out. I mean, we saw the safety car. It's not a bad strategy. I mean, it definitely, I think, played out. I mean, obviously, you were higher up at one point, but with that close of racing, it's going to result in obviously some sort of incident. So.
Yeah, it wasn't really a lucky race, but
hey, 1 point is better than no points. And with penalties, you never know.
I'm happy I finished in the points, really.
Well, hey, good job today, man. It was fun to watch. All right, Chester. Thank you, man.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so I think that is it. Musik, thank you. Thank you for watching. Well, thank you for everybody for watching. I think this is the highest turnout we've ever had for a stream, so... we stream every weekend. We will be back next week in Canada. Only 2 races left in the championship, but if Phil Lanky does get a 10-second penalty for speeding, Sven Gilhud will be the winner of this season's championship and will get merch from Track Titan.
To do that so early is just amazing, but you can really tell it is kind of in another league of his own. Phil Lanky can kind of compete with him in qualifying, but just to do the pace and consistency that Sven does is just next level.
Yeah, race after race, just dominating the field. I mean, he deserves it. Hopefully there's some more drivers in the future that can contest him, but as of right now, Sven is the Fastest here.
One to beat.
He is the one to beat. But everybody did great today. It was a fantastic race. Hopefully we get more next week. So yeah, next week in Canada, same time, same place, around 11:30 Eastern on Sunday. We will see you then. Thank you all for joining. Bye-bye.